Welcome, dear students, to our trigonometry part 17. And this video also we are going to discuss different kinds of problems which are useful for your coming JEE mains test. And part of that, the first problem in triangle ABC, cos A equal to minus 2 by 3. Find the equation whose roots are sin A comma tan A, right? This is what the problem you are having here. They given that cos A is equal to minus 2 by 3, right? If cos A equal to minus 2 by 3, right? You see, my dear students, here A is not in the first quadrant and A is not also in the fourth quadrant, because cos is positive in first and fourth quadrant. That means A is not acute angle. If A is not acute angle, then we are going to have that A is not the acute angle. Then what we are going to have are B and C are the acute angle. That implies that what we are going to have, B comma C are acute angles, right? B comma C are acute angles, right? If cos A equal to minus 2 by 3, B comma C are acute angles, because A is obtuse angle and B comma C are acute angles, right? Now we will try to get the remaining things here. You see here, if this is because the total sum is 180 degrees, because it is in triangle ABC. This is happening in triangle ABC. That means A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees. That means if A is obtuse, B and C are acute angles, and also A is lying in the second quadrant, because the total sum of the angles are 180 degrees. Once this is obtuse 92, okay, that means A belongs to Q2, okay, quadrant 2, we can say that, of course. This is what angle A we are having here, okay. Let us take this as some P, Q, R like this, right? Cos A equal to 2 by 3. Adjacent side and hypotenuse is this, like this. And this is nothing but root over, okay, 3 square minus 4, that is nothing but root 5 you are going to have. Square root of 3 square, 9 minus 4, that is nothing but root 5 you are having here, of course. Now from this sin A values, okay, let us find sin A. In the second quadrant, sin A, that is nothing but root 5 by 3, right? In second quadrant, however, sin become positive, and also tan A, okay, if you take tan A is nothing but what? Root 5 by 2. Opposite side by adjacent side, that is nothing but perpendicular by, see, this is what, perpendicular by base. And in second quadrant, you know that tan become negative, that's why minus root 5 by 2 you have got like this. Now therefore the required equation, okay, the required equation, once you know the roots, right, the required equation is nothing but, you know that x square minus x into sum of the roots plus product of the roots is equal to 0. In quadratic you did already, from that you will be getting this. Now from this x square minus x into sum of the roots is nothing but what? Root 5 by 3 minus root 5 by 2. This is what? Sum of the roots plus product of the roots, that is nothing but root 5 by 3 into, right, minus root 5 by 2 is equal to 0, like this, right? If you simplify this, you will be getting the required quadratic equation, right? Now this is now x square minus x into, you take 2 into 3, this is 6 is the LCM here, 2 root 5 minus, right, 3 root 5 minus root 5 into root 5, that is 5 by 6 is equal to 0 you are having like this, right? And this, of course, here if we write here x square, this is now x square minus x, root 2 root 5 minus 3 root 5 is nothing but minus root 5, minus into minus plus, therefore plus x into root 5 by 6 plus this is what you are having here, minus 5 by 6 is equal to 0, minus 5 by 6 equal to 0. Now if you take LCM 6, this is 6x square plus root 5x minus 5 equal to 0, right? 6x square root 5x minus 5 equal to 0. If you do the cross multiplication, finally you will be getting 6x square plus root 5x minus 5 is equal to 0. 6x square root 5x minus 5 is equal to 0. That means you see here I am writing here, this is what 6x square we have here, right? 6x square plus root 5x minus 5 is equal to 0. This is what the required quadratic equation we are getting, right? Now see the second problem. Find tan pi by 4 plus a in terms of tan a, right? This is equal to now tan pi by 4 plus a, like this. Tan pi by 4 plus a. This is now tan a plus b formula. This is pi by 4 means tan 45 degrees plus a, like this, right? Tan 45 degrees plus a. This you can use tan a plus b formula. Now this is tan 45 degrees plus tan a, right, divided by 1 minus tan 45 degrees into tan a, like this. Therefore, this is nothing but now 1 plus tan a by 1 minus 1 into tan a you are having, like this, right? And of course, this result is now you have got it as 1 plus tan a, 1 plus tan a by 1 minus tan a, like this, right? 1 plus tan a by 1 minus tan a. In the same way, even the third problem, suppose they ask find tan pi by 4 minus a, pi by 4 minus a in terms of a, in terms of tan a. This also, right? You can use how you see tan pi by 4 minus a, right? This is equal to tan 45 degrees minus a. In the same way, you are going to use now tan a minus b formula. This is nothing but tan 45 degrees minus tan a divided by 1 plus tan 45 degrees into tan a, like this, right? And of course, this is nothing but you have 1 minus tan a by 1 plus 1 into tan a, like this, right? And of course, this is now 1 minus tan a by 1 plus tan a, right? Like this, so tan 5 by 4 plus a and tan pi by 4 minus a we can express in terms of tan a in this beautiful way. You please observe. Next, the fourth problem. If a plus b plus c is equal to pi by 2, that means 90 degrees, then prove that sigma of cos b plus c by cos b cos c equal to 2. They given that a, b, c are positive here, right? A, B, C are positive. How we are going to do this particular problem? Left hand side, what they have given is this is sigma of cos B plus C. Cos B plus C by cos B cos C, like this, right? This is equal to, of course, sigma notation is there. You can observe that this is nothing but, right, cos, yeah, this is cos of B plus C by cos B cos C, right, plus cos of C plus A by cos C cos A plus, right, this is now cos of A plus B by cos A cos B, like this, cos A cos B, right? This is what we are going to have, like this, right? Now for this, right, B plus C, you know that they given that A plus B plus C is equal to pi by 2. That means that B plus C is equal to pi by 2 minus A. That means 90 degrees minus A. Also, C plus A is equal to pi by 2 minus B. Also, A plus B is equal to pi by 2 minus C. Like this, we have different things like this, right? Therefore, if you substitute these things, our thing now cos of B plus C. B plus C you can write as 90 degrees minus A by, right, cos B cos C. Cos B cos C plus cos C plus A, that become cos 90 degrees minus B, whole thing divided by cos C cos A, like this, plus cos of 90 degrees minus C divided by cos A cos B, like this, right? Now this is, you take the LCM beautifully, you take now the LCM as cos A cos B cos C, like this. If you take this one, however, and this is now, okay, fine. Okay, before proceeding to the LCM, let us transform this now. Cos 90 minus A, you know that sin A. right, sin A by cos B cos C, cos B cos C, plus this is sin B by cos C cos A, right, plus sin C by cos A cos B, like this, cos A cos B, right. If you take the LCM totally as now cos A cos B cos C, like this, right. Wonderful. If you take the LCM as cos A cos B, here cos B cos C is there, okay, cos B cos C is there, therefore you are going to get cos A. This is now sin A cos A, sin A cos A plus, right, and cos C cos A you are having here. Cos C cos A means sin B cos B, sin B cos B plus, right, and you are having cos A cos B means sin C cos C, like this, sin C cos C, like this, right. Very good. Now we can write this as like find this one, we can write it as like this, right. How we will be writing this? As like this, right. You please observe this as like we have one formula. Now see, this become, what we do is we multiply and divide by 2. This is now 2 sin A. See here, this total thing what we are having here, we multiply and divide by 2. 2 sin A cos A plus 2 sin B cos B plus 2 sin C cos C, like this, 2 sin C cos C, whole thing divided by, this is 2 cos A cos B cos C, 2 cos A cos B cos C, like this. Now this is sin 2A, right, sin 2A, because you see sin 2A how you got is sin A plus B formula, you know, right. However, this is multiple angle formula that we are going to discuss, right. You see how we got that as sin 2A. Sin A plus B is what actually? Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, like this, cos A sin B. Now in the place of B you take A, therefore this is now sin A plus A. That is nothing but sin A, wherever B is there you take, right, A, like this, because you have taken B equal to A, like this. Sin A cos A plus cos A sin A, like this, cos A sin A. That is nothing but 2 sin A cos A, 2 sin A cos A, and that is nothing but sin A plus A. That is what? Sin 2A. That is what? Sin 2A you have got wonderfully. Sin 2A equal to now 2 sin A cos A. That's why, okay, this is the understanding how we written 2 sin A cos A as sin 2A, right? Very good. Okay, like that in the same way, sin 2A plus this we can write it as sin 2B plus this we can write it as sin 2C, whole thing divided by 2 cos A cos B cos C, like this. And we have one result, sin 2A plus sin 2B plus sin 2C, and A plus B plus C equal to pi by 2 means we have this as 4 cos A cos B cos C, 4 cos A cos B cos C, whole by 2 cos A cos B cos C, right. This cancel to 1s to 2's, that means 2. This result, right, we are going to prove in further coming classes. The result is here. What is the result? Means sin 2A plus sin 2B, right, plus sin 2C under transformation formulas. This is equal to 4 cos A cos B cos C, 4 cos A cos B cos C. By transformation formula, we are going to prove that if A plus B plus C is equal to pi by 2, right, my dear students? If A plus B plus C equal to pi by 2, this is the result we are having. That, however, we are going to prove in the further coming classes. By that, we have got this as 2, right? Now we have another interesting problem. Find the value of 1 plus cos pi by 7, cos 2 pi by 7, cos 3 pi by 7, cos 4 pi by 7, cos 5 pi by 7 and cos 6 pi by 7. See here, this is a very nice problem. Nice manipulations are done here. How we will be doing this particular problem? You see, my dear students, once cos 6 pi by 7 we can write it as one important observation. You can write pi minus pi by 7. I can write cos 6 pi by 7. This observation, if you observe, cos pi minus pi by 7, this is nothing but now cos of 7 is the LCM. Now 7 pi minus pi, that is nothing but now cos 6 pi by 7. And of course cos pi minus pi by 7, this is equal to, right, cos 180 degrees minus pi by 7. Cos 180 degrees minus theta become minus cos theta. This you can write as minus cos pi by 7, like this. Therefore you see, my dear students, cos 6 pi by 7 you have written as minus cos pi by 7, right, like that. In the same way, you have now cos 5 pi by 7. This you can write it as cos pi minus, right, you can write it as what, pi minus, right, this you can write it as 2 pi by 7. You are having here, that we will write it as 2 pi by 7, like this, right. And this is nothing but of course cos of, right, if you take LCM here, 7 is the LCM you are having here. Once this become now 7 pi minus 2 pi, and this is of course cos 5 pi by 7. In the same way, this cos pi by 7, this is pi minus theta. This become cos 180 degrees minus theta. This is minus cos 2 pi by 7. This you have written as minus cos 2 pi by 7. In the same fashion, cos 4 pi by 7 you can write as cos pi minus 3 pi by 7, right? Because when you take LCM here, cos of, okay, 7 is the LCM you are having here. Now 7 pi minus 3 pi, like this, right? Once you got like this, this is now cos 4 pi by 7, that equal to cos pi minus 3 pi by 7, cos pi minus theta minus cos theta. Therefore this is minus cos 3 pi by 7, like this. Now you see, my dear students, okay, therefore you take now the left hand side part here. What you have here, 1 plus cos pi by 7 plus cos 2 pi by 7 plus cos 3 pi by 7 plus cos 4 pi by 7. Cos 4 pi by 7, now only we have got that as minus cos 3 pi by 7. See, now only we have got like this. And cos 5 pi by 7, that is now minus cos 2 pi by 7. And cos 6 pi by 7, now only we got it as minus cos pi by 7. Minus cos pi by 7 plus cos pi by 7. Cos 2 pi by 7 minus cos. This will cancel. Finally, what you have got the answer? You got the answer as 1. You see how beautifully this was simplified and got the answer as 1, right? Fine. The answer is what? 1. Here you have used the result cos 180 degrees minus theta. Cos pi minus theta is equal to minus cos theta. Because in second quadrant cos become negative, right? Next we have one more interesting problem, sixth one. If cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 3 equal to 3, then find sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2 plus sin theta 3. This already we have discussed for n values. Now for 3 thetas, how we are going to do? You see, my dear students, this problem, they given that cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 3 equal to 3. That means the maximum value of cos itself, you know that cos theta, the range is from minus 1 to 1. Maximum value itself 1. When the sum of 3 cos are 3 means each one have to be 1 now. Okay, that means cos theta 1 is equal to 1. When it will happen? Okay, when cos theta 1 become 1, that implies theta 1 equal to 0 degrees, cos 0 degrees. Similarly, cos theta 2 equal to 1. When it will happen? When theta 2 equal to 0. And cos theta 3 equal to 1. When will it happen? When theta 3 equal to 0 degrees, like this, 0 degrees, right? Therefore, once you got the angles now, theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3, now sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2, right? Plus sin theta 3, right? This value. Sin theta 1 is sin 0 degrees, right? 0 plus sin 0 plus 0. This is now 0. Therefore, the value of sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2 plus sin theta 3 is nothing but what? 0, right? Because we have got theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, 0. Sin 0 plus sin 0 plus sin 0, that become 0. Now, we have very important problem and interesting also. The seventh one, let ABC be a triangle such that cot A plus cot B plus cot C equal to root 3, right? Then prove that triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. If cot A plus cot B plus cot C equal to root 3, we have to prove that triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. That means we have to prove A equal to B equal to C. That means that equal to 60 degrees. Now you see how we are going to do this particular problem. Right, they given that A plus B plus C equal to 180 degrees, pi radians. Because you know that A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees, right? A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees, right? Fine. Once this is 180 degrees, A plus B plus C equal to 180 degrees, right, my dear students? We already did one result. If A plus B plus C equal to 180 degrees, then we did in the previous video cot A cot B, then okay, plus cot B cot C plus cot C cot A, cot C cot A is equal to 1. That means what we did is sigma of cot A cot B is equal to 1. Instead of writing all these terms, sigma notation will give you the better explanation about this one. Sigma of cot A cot B is equal to 1, right? This is by previous result. We have, you can refer previous videos, then you will be getting it, right? Now what we require to do is, I want to do now sigma of cot A minus cot B whole square, like this. Sigma of cot A minus cot B whole square. This is nothing but A minus B whole square formula. This is now cot square A plus cot square B minus 2 cot A cot B minus 2 cot A cot B. This is the value. We have got sigma for this. Sigma means what? Only for one term. Okay. Now if you take the other terms all, right, that is equal to, however, this is equal to, right, sigma. Actually this sigma, if you remove that, what we will get? This is actually cot square A plus cot square B minus 2 cot A cot B. 2 cot A cot B. The next one, what you are going to have here, A and B you are having. Next one is B and C. That means you are going to have cot square B plus cot square C minus, because sigma we are removing, then all the possible cyclic terms will be repeated, like cot square B plus cot square C minus 2 cot B cot C minus 2 cot B cot C plus next cot C cot A. That means you are going to get cot square C plus cot square A minus 2 cot A cot C. Okay, 2 cot C cot A, no problem. 2 cot C cot A, like this we are going to get. Okay, wonderful. Now see how many cot square A here. Cot square A here, 1 cot square A. Therefore, there are totally 2 cot square A's are there. Therefore, 2 I am taking common. This is 2 cot square A. 2, okay, cot square B plus cot square B. 2 cot square B are there. 1, 2 I taken common, and a cot square C. Now this is now cot square C, like this. Minus you have here, right, minus, if you take 2, because we have taken throughout common, then what we are going to have is like this, right? Fine. Now you see, my dear students, what we are going to have, this is like this way, right? This is what now, 2 cot A, right, cot A cot B, right, minus cot B cot C, cot B cot C minus cot C cot A, like this we have, right? Wonderful. Now what I am doing is here, this is 2 times of, right, cot square A plus cot square B plus cot square C is there. That I will write it as cot A plus cot B plus cot C. Why I am writing like this means, Because for us they given cot A plus cot B plus cot C equal to root 3 they given. To utilize that, now we are taking that, now cot A plus cot B plus cot C whole square, because this we can write as, so they given that A square plus B square plus C square, that A square plus B square plus C square we can write as A plus B plus C whole square minus, right, A plus B plus C whole square minus 2AB, that means 2 cot A cot B minus 2 cot B cot C minus 2 cot C cot A, like this, minus, you are having totally now, okay, minus cot A cot B cot C minus cot A cot B, here what you are having here like this, minus cot A cot B minus cot B cot C minus cot C cot A, like this, right? Fine. Now see, we have got very beautifully this thing, okay, this totally covered with the bracket like this, right? Fine. Now see here, they given that we know these things, right? There is no space. Now let us use this space here. Wonderful. Now see, what I have used is, I am just writing here, A square plus B square plus C square is equal to A plus B plus C whole square minus 2AB minus 2BC minus 2CA. That is the result I have used here, because there cot square A plus cot square B plus cot square C is there. I have written cot A plus cot B plus cot C whole square minus 2 cot A cot B, right? This is what cot A cot B cot C minus 2 cot C cot C, like that we have written. And of course this result, you know that you are familiar with this one, A square plus B square, because you know A plus B plus C whole square from this, you know. However, okay, this is actually A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA minus 2AB minus 2BC minus 2CA minus 2CA plus 2CA minus 2BC plus 2BC. This will cancel. A square plus B square, this is equal to, now therefore we can use this result. That's why I am writing once again, for your better understanding purpose I have mentioned here like this. Now see, this one what we are having is, this is equal to 2 times of totally cot A plus cot B plus cot C. Cot A plus cot B plus cot C they have given is root 3 whole square, like this, under this, minus you are having here, what you are having, 2 cot A cot B and minus cot A cot B, that is nothing but 3 times of, if you take cot A cot B plus cot B cot C plus cot C cot A, like this, we can take like this, right? Fine. And this is now 2 into, right? Yeah, 2 into, this is root 3 square is 3 minus 3 into, this is what already they given. I told you that this cot A cot B plus cot B plus C plus cot C cot A is 1. This one we are having. Now this is 2 into 3 minus 3, that is 0. 2 into 0 is 0. Wonderful. We have got this as 0. The total thing we have got it as 0. That means, you see my dear students, what we did is actually sigma of what we have taken, sigma of cot A minus cot B whole square, this is what we have taken that as 0, right? That means, you see, you can observe very neatly that what cot A minus cot B whole square plus cot B minus cot C whole square plus cot C minus cot A whole square, this is equal to 0, like this. Now these are perfect squares. All these perfect squares are equal to 0 means what you are going to get, each one of them equal to 0. Cot A minus cot B equal to 0. This equal to cot B minus cot C, and that equal to 0. That equal to cot C minus cot A. They are all equal to 0. That means what you are going to get, cot A minus cot B equal to 0 means you are going to get cot A equal to cot B, and you have here cot B equal to cot C, and you have here cot C equal to cot A. From clubbing all these, cot A equal to cot B equal to cot C, right? That means you see 3 times of, see they given that cot A plus cot B plus cot C equal to 3. That means 3 cot A, because cot B place I can use cot A. Okay, cot C place, they are equal to 3 cot A equal to root 3, and cot A is equal to root 3 by 3. That is now 1 by root 3. That means A equal to 60 degrees. Once A equal to 60 degrees, because you know cot A equal to cot B equal to cot C, right? You have got here. Now you see, my dear students, from that what you have got is A equal to 60 degrees. That means cot A equal to cot B equal to cot C means A equal to B equal to C. That means A equal to B equal to C. That total equal to 60 degrees. That implies what? Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle, like this. Equilateral triangle. Once the angles you have got it as 60 degrees each, 3 angles are equal and each angle you got it as 60 degrees. That means that this triangle is an equilateral triangle. See how beautifully we have got this problem. Very, very, very important. Next we have one more interesting and fabulous problem. 8th one. Suppose x is equal to tan A, y equal to tan B, z is equal to tan C. We need to prove that sigma of x minus y by 1 plus xy, this summation is equal to pi. Pi means product of x minus y by 1 plus xy, where a, b, c, a minus b, b minus c, c minus a are not odd multiples of 90 degrees. They are not odd multiples of 90 degrees, right? This is the thing what we are having here. Now how we are going to prove, you please observe, my dear student, here. Here they given that actually the proof how we are going to do. See here the solution part. X minus y by 1 plus xy. This means actually, right, what is this meaning actually? X means what? Tan A. Tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. This 1 plus tan A tan B. This is nothing but tan of A minus B, right? Tan of A minus B, right? Now sigma of x minus y by 1 plus xy means actually this is nothing but what we have got is actually this is now x minus y by 1 plus xy plus y minus z by 1 plus yz plus z minus x by 1 plus zx. Now the first one we have got x minus y by 1 plus xy, we got as tan of A minus B, therefore this becomes tan of A minus B plus the second one in the same way tan of B minus C you are going to get plus tan of C minus A. This is tan of C minus A you have got like this, right? This you got it as tan of C minus A, right? Wonderful. Now you see one thing you have to observe that suppose you take A minus B is equal to some P and B minus C is equal to Q you take, C minus A equal to R you take like this. Now you observe P plus Q plus R is what? This is now A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. These plus A minus B minus C plus C, they all will cancel. That becomes 0. That means P plus Q plus R equal to 0. Right? Once you got the P plus Q plus R equal to 0, then you observe that what we are going to get is P plus Q is equal to minus R. Right? P plus Q equal to minus R means if you apply tan on both sides, tan of P plus Q is equal to, right, tan of minus R, that equal to minus tan R like this. Minus tan R. In the same way, tan of, right, Q plus R is equal to minus tan P you are going to get. In the same way, tan of QR and R plus P, this equal to minus tan Q you are going to get like this. Right? Fine. That means you see here what we are going to have, right, from this, right, we take any one of them. Now this tan of P plus Q equal to minus tan R. This is now tan A plus B formula. This is now tan P plus tan Q, right, by 1 minus tan P tan Q. 1 minus tan P tan Q. This is just P. Okay, this is equal to minus tan R like this. by 1. Let us do the cross multiplication here like this. Once you do the cross multiplication, what you are going to get? Tan P plus tan Q, right? Tan Q is equal to, right? Let us do the cross multiplication. This is directly I am doing minus tan R. 1 into minus tan R is minus tan R, and minus into minus plus. This become tan P, tan Q, right? Tan R like this, tan R, right? And let us transfer minus tan R to the left side. This is now tan P plus tan Q plus tan R like this. Tan R is equal to, you are having here, this is now tan P into tan Q into tan R. That means, you see, this is what summation, this is sigma of, instead of writing that sigma of tan P equal to this product pi of tan P, we can write like this, right? Sigma of tan P equal to pi of tan P, we can write very nicely like this. Once you have written like this, sigma of tan P, sigma of tan P, P means what we have taken, A minus B, right? This is equal to pi of what you have written, tan of A minus B, right, like this. This is nothing but sigma of tan A minus B is nothing but what? Tan A minus tan B, right, by 1 plus tan A tan B, right. This is equal to pi of, right, the same thing you have here, tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B, 1 plus tan A tan B, like this. That means sigma of x minus y by 1 plus xy, this is equal to pi of x minus y, because x is equal to tan A here. Pi of x minus y by 1 plus xy, you have got, this is what you require to prove, right? This is what you require to prove. Hence the proof in this way, beautiful way we have got this particular problem, right? See how nice and elegant this problem we got it. See now this problem, another interesting problem. In a triangle ABC, C is an obtuse angle. C is an obtuse angle means C is from 90 to 180 degrees. And sin A plus B equal to root 3 by 2, cos A minus B equal to 1 by root 2. Then show that A equal to 52.5 degree. They given that, see here, sin A plus B equal to root 3 by 2 means, right, C is an obtuse angle they have given, right. If C is an obtuse angle more than 90 degrees means, actually in a triangle ABC, you know that A plus B plus C equal to 180 degrees. If C is more than 90 degrees means A plus B should be less than 90 degrees. Because here C is greater than 90 degrees. When C is greater than 90 degrees means A plus B should be less than 90 degrees and it should lie in the first quadrant, and A plus B should be an acute angle. That means root 3 by 2 means you are going to have, this is equal to sine 60 degrees, right. From that you got A plus B is equal to 60 degrees, because sin A plus B equal to sine 60, from that A plus B equal to 60 degrees you got. And another one, cos of A minus B is equal to 1 by root 2. They have given like this, right. Fine. From this, right, A minus B is also, when A and B are both acute angles, and their difference is also acute angle. Okay, this cannot be, A minus B cannot be obtuse angle, of course. Sum itself is not obtuse angle, then how can the difference will be obtuse angle? A minus B is an acute angle. That means this is equal to cos 45 degrees you are going to have like this. From this, A minus B is equal to 45 degrees you have like this. Now we need to get A value. Now you got beautiful equations. One is A plus B equal to 60 degrees, and you need to prove A equal to 52.5 degree. A minus B equal to 45 degrees. You add them, you are going to get 2A equal to 105 degrees. A is equal to 105 by 2 degree. That means 52.5 degree like this. A equal to 52.5 degree. You are going to get right? That is what we require to prove, and we have proved this problem a equal to 52.5 degree. How beautifully we have got this problem. Here the main logic is when C is an obtuse angle, a plus b, because a plus b plus is 180, C is greater than 90 means a plus b itself is less than 90, and a plus b equal to 60, and a minus b is also acute angle, a minus b equal to 45 degrees. Now solving them, a equal to 52.5 degree we have got. Like this we can solve these beautiful problems. By looking the way how we have solved these problems, you try to do the material problems, the objective tasks and all, because it is not possible for me to explain each and every problem because there are more problems. You observe the pattern and the logic how we are going and try those problems. The problems you try and you are not getting means you please WhatsApp me, then I will be helpful to you. Thank you very much, dear students. Please you subscribe to the channel and share to your friends. Thank you very much.